the very first kind of two cards that you get are the White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit, and also Isis, talking about a past life. Talking about a past life. Now, this might have come up before for you, possibly. But what the White Eagle is saying is ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage, A family wound or pattern can be healed. The very next card that you get, though, is from Vesta, talking about a new home. You've either a new home or a change in occupants. A sacred space just for you. A commitment that you've made to you and your family. Right? It feels like it. So what it feels like, while these two cards are first, what it feels like is almost like a confirmation and sort of an honoring you, as if these two are honoring you for recognizing this. And looks like if you have, some of you may have acknowledged this and done some healing on this past life family wound already, and some of you are ready to do some healing, but understanding that in order to do that, you would need to be in a different kind of space. So what it feels like is that you've made a commitment to yourself to heal this family wound. It's almost like the family wound was recognized, and you're like, okay, you've made a commitment now to finally heal this, and the only way to do that is to get into your own space for healing. If memory serves, you guys were dealing with a very toxic person, and a lot of the reading was about retreat. Just get away and get into your own space. And so with these cards coming out first, it's like you've made that commitment to yourself and you've found a new home, or you've left the home you were in, or someone who was in your home has left. Hopefully it's that toxic person has either left or you left that situation so that you could focus, make a commitment to your sacred self. So the next card you get is from the Divine Feminine of the Creator. The Divine Feminine aspect of the Creator is talking about the sacred self. And see, this is coming right up next to a sacred space and commitment that you've made to yourself. Like you've just made this commitment to yourself now to start to heal this. And the very next card that you get is healing. Is that sort of now you're healing. So it's as if, I'm sorry, I was so excited I just zipped right across all these cards. Because that's what it feels like. They're like, you did it. Okay, so it was a family wound from a past life. So now that we kind of see what's going on across the very top first row. So now let's go back. So now White Eagle wants to say, yes, this is a family wound. So it's almost as if now that your home life has changed and you're in a sacred space, you've made this commitment to your sacred self, and now you can begin healing. It's like now that they've gone all the way across this row, they want to go back to this in terms of the healing. Okay, back to this again, saying that, okay, it came from a past life. It came from some kind of past life, the aspect of you, some trauma in a past life. Now they're calling this a family wound. Family wound meaning that there were traumas within your family lineage that made this pattern of behavior and beliefs continue lifetime after lifetime. And then now here you are in this family lineage with carrying these patterns of behavior as they continue. It came from a past life a very long time ago. So let that guide you to how you go about healing this, so that this kind of toxic relationship doesn't happen again ever, right? So that doesn't happen again for you ever. So focusing on your sacred self and healing Saint Padre, and healing this. This is about your freedom from the family line of patterns and behaviors that don't serve you, never did. Now it's time to heal those. This is about your freedom from this. The very next card that you got says, love heals fear. Love is what heals the fear. It feels like the relationship that you might have been in. For some of you, if this resonates with you, these are general readings, so they don't apply to everyone. But if this resonates with you, that might have been pretty scary. It might have been a scary relationship, scary, sort of dangerous. The fear feels warranted. The fear is warranted. And now that your home life has changed, whether you left or they left, now there's a bit of fear around, okay, like now what? How am I going to sort of move forward? How am I going to heal this? Will I be taken care of? It just feels like sort of general fears. In addition, and combined with this determination, this just sort of Gemini determination. It's like the twins. It's like one of the twins is very determined at this point, just like done with that kind of thing, ready to heal this. And the other one is a bit fearful about what this is going to look like, if there's new patterns, if we're shifting out of old patterns and behaviors. There's just a bit of fear around what will happen next, kind of thing. So what they're saying is like, what will happen next? They're saying that love heals that fear, so loving yourself. And also, he wants to come back to say, say your prayers. Saint Padre is this card is very much about saying your prayers, and also sort of saying your prayers in the community of church or in a sort of spiritual community. If you have a spiritual community, invite your good friends to join you in prayers. Prayer is very powerful, and when there's more than one gathered, it just amplifies the prayer. So as far as focusing on love, focusing on prayers for love in your heart space. It's because love and fear can't be in the same place at the same time. So it says love heals fear, but at the same time, love sort of replaces fear in the sense that they can't both be together in the same place. So if you can get yourself full of love, any way that you can fill yourself up with loving feelings will be really good. Really, really good. Really, really good. The other thing that goes with fear, and this card wants to come up with the fear. Okay, so fear again, fear of what might happen next, fear of running into this person, or whatever communications, interactions that might be necessary in terms of ending this relationship, whatever they might be. Entanglements as they get unentangled. And so they're saying, don't let this person talk you into doing something you don't want to do. The cluster B narcissist, that was the personality that was coming up last time for you guys. That kind of personality, they are extremely manipulative. So they may be trying to come to talk you back into coming back, kind of thing. They can pretend to be sorry, just kind of watch out for anything that they that they might say. And so again, it's like your fear is grounded, but if you can fill yourself up with love, there's no room for fear, and then you can continue to sort of think clearly and pay attention to how you communicate with this person, or don't communicate with this person, or communicate with this person only in writing. So they cannot manipulate you into doing something that you don't want to do, such as getting back together, kind of thing. That never goes well. They can apologize and you get back together and everything can be great for a very short time, and then it's like the abuse amplifies from what it was before. It's very dangerous to kind of play with that, to go back in there. So don't let them talk you into doing something you don't want to do. Love heals the fear. So filling yourself up with loving thoughts. Now what's interesting about this card too is there's a statement down here. The statement down here says, the power of your love can help bullies and angry people be less afraid. And here's what you want to be very careful about this statement. This statement is saying the power of your love can heal them so that they won't be so afraid, so that maybe they won't be bullies and angry anymore. Here's what happens when you're a child. If you are a child raised in a sort of toxic family, if you had a toxic kind of childhood, what's very common for a child to adopt is sort of this codependent tendency to think or believe as a child, from a child's perspective, that if they just love enough, that maybe mommy or daddy won't be so angry and abusive. It's a codependent, it's not healthy, it's not a good pattern. It's not a good way of thinking about things. It actually doesn't work. Because if they're bullies and angry, they have a wound to heal that only they can heal. It's not your job, it's not your responsibility, and it's not your ability to heal that. That's up to them. Any wounds that you have, those are the ones that you can do something about. So healing the fear, loving energy, healing the fear is for you. When you heal this fear when you fill yourself up with love, and so then the fear can't be in that, it is very healing. By resonance, because now you have a different frequency. When you're full of love, you have a very different frequency than when you're full of fear. And the law of attraction will bring whichever one you're sort of embodying. Does that make sense? When you fill up with love, you've got a different kind of frequency. Others around you will be affected by your frequency. And so some people may experience a shift to a higher frequency because of your presence. That's kind of like the healer's journey. That's what healers do, by resonance, right? Healing by transference, healing by resonance. But it's not something that you're doing intentionally, like, oh, okay, if I fill up with enough love, then I can heal this person. And it's not up to you. Some feel that love frequency and it's not comfortable. They'll go away. Some feel that love frequency, and because of their upbringing and wounds and whatever it is, they want to destroy you. So you're filling up with love for you. This is about a commitment for your sacred self, and the love that you're deliberately embodying is to manage the fear, your fear, no one else's. This is love for you. It's like a commitment to yourself now to heal this. And what they do is what they do. It's up to them. You're focusing on you and your family, right? You've got kids here. Some of you may have kids. And so the commitment is to you and your family first. The very next card that wants to go, as far as listening to your true feelings, this one wants to come back. There's two expressions, but they're wanting to speak to this one. Listening to your true feelings. So, almost always they talk about getting, as far as healing anything, going within, getting into a quiet space, those kinds of things. Meditation. stillness, quieting the mind, those sorts of things. And so for you guys, they have now a few cards that give you some suggestions on things that you can do to heal. So this healing card wants to come up, and now there's a string of deities with some advice on what you might do to help to heal this and move forward with your life. So the very first thing was to fill yourself up with love deliberately as often as possible. The second one is to write. Write about your feelings, keeping a journal, keeping a dream journal, keeping a gratitude journal, writing a book about your experience. Writing blogs or just writing about your experience can be very, very healing. The other one is that freehand writing, where you just let your hand go and spirit kind of speaks to you through the writing, free writing. That's another one. Another one they suggest is crystals. Ipona comes in to say spend some time with crystals. The thing about crystals is that they have a very high frequency. Love is the highest frequency. Crystals are right up there. Crystals have a very high frequency. So holding on to crystals will actually help you in times of trying to fill up this love, fill up loving energy if you're feeling fearful. So find yourself in a crystal shop or something and see which crystals you resonate with. Hold a crystal in your hand whenever you get fearful or feeling uncomfortable. Crystals having a very high frequency can be very healing. And it's interesting, it's not like what was interesting when this card came out is they were saying that it's how subtle it is. It's very, very subtle. It's not like you take it's not like you have a headache, you take a pill and your headache goes away. It's not like that. Is with crystals, it's much more subtle than that, but in the end more powerful because it's affecting you on a cellular level. Every cell in your body when you resonate with crystals. So find some really good healing crystals. Look them up, research about them, spend some time learning about crystals. They're very healing. You also have Cordelia asking you to get outside. Just get outside and getting some fresh air. Running, some of you might be runners. You might just pack a lunch and go on a picnic. Just take yourself on a picnic. Just pack a sandwich and go to the park. Just hang out outside, getting some fresh air. The other thing you might do outside is the arts. Notice that she's expressing herself, playing this musical instrument outside. She's sitting by a lake with her guitar, or whatever that instrument is. Looks like a guitar, banjo, some kind of acoustic, playing outside by a lake. There's something very healing again, with the frequency of music. High frequencies of music. Express yourself through creative activities. So that's what the message is while she's there with playing a musical instrument. Any kind of other creative activity is really good. Really good right now. Express yourself through the arts. Now she wants to come back. This is the divine sacred feminine, talking about your sacred self, and what she says is to unleash your spirit, your sacred spirit. Express your gifts. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Dancing with life. Yes, that's what you're doing. So she's really encouraging you to express your gifts. Start with being outside. It just feels good. It's like an expression of who you are so that it's out there kind of thing. It's very healing. And we also have St. Nicholas. Santa Claus is coming. A really great way to heal, for healing your own soul and heart space, is to be generous, to give to others who appreciate it, right? Just being generous. This is also a great way for you to fill yourself up with love. And Christmas is coming. Thanksgiving and Christmas. Gratitude and generosity. Yeah. So he's saying another way that you can heal and help fill yourself up with love when you're feeling fearful and you want to be deliberate about getting in a loving space. Being generous is a really good way to do that. And then we have the unicorn saying, one step at a time, just keep going. You'll be all right. Everything's going to be okay. Just keep taking one step at a time. You know, with this different kind of home life, it's good. That's really good. That is the first step, right? One step at a time. Yeah, so this wants to come back. This is saying this one step, that one step is so big. So if you have left and your home life has changed, congratulations. That is the first step towards healing this. If you haven't left yet, they're inviting you to consider that. It's a huge first step to starting to heal patterns of the past, things that don't serve you anymore. And otherwise, taking one step at a time. It can be overwhelming at times, and so they're asking you to get present one step at a time. So all you really need to worry about is getting present one step at a time. And then your final card in this reading is Ganesh is coming in to say yes. So what I was hearing from you guys when he came out, I was hearing you guys go to, like, there was several of you going, okay, well, what if I did this? And he goes, yep. And someone else said, what about this? Maybe I could do this. And he said, yes. So he kind of just wants to say yes to all of your ideas, whatever they may be. So this string of get outside, crystals, writing, expressing yourself through music, through the arts, being generous, right? They're giving you all of these ideas and things that you can do, something to do, really helpful to process all these feelings that might be swirling around. Listening to your true feelings will be a lot easier when you're focusing on something else like crystals, something beautiful like playing an instrument. Things will just come to you and your feelings will just work themselves out. So Ganesh is saying yes to whatever it is that you would like to do. They're just throwing out some ideas, but if you have some other ideas that would light you up and feel really good to you, generate love in your heart space, yes. He's also saying yes to kind of everything in here. Congratulations for your commitment to your family. Congratulations for your commitment to yourself. Congratulations if you've left that home situation that was not healthy for you. Right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And he's also very supportive. Ganesh is wonderful. He takes that trunk and he moves things out of your way. So he's now asking you to, he's inviting you to, when you are in prayer, ask for his help. He'll help you. Ask for his help. He's with you. Move things out of the way. That's what he does. He's very supportive of everything that you're doing.